Center view. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. Parking brake. Okay. Kinda looks like we're working. I tried to stream this earlier today, and for some reason the stream wasn't working. So I'm kind of looking to see if I'm getting the same messages, but doesn't look like I am. So we'll see if we can get this to go. Fuel valve, beacon light, master battery, magneto start, master alternator, axial light, avionics on, VR
Cranfield
toolbar.
ground, Cessna November 256 Bravo Golf, requesting pushback.
Cessna November 256 Bravo Golf, pushback request accepted.
Stop pushback. So we'll reset the panels. HCC. That'd be good. VR toolbar. Set 3. Set 1. Set 1. Gonna give a little bit of time to get the plane to start up to warm up. Yeah, I did one stream across the desktop, did another stream, and I thought everything was okay, but as it turns out, I wasn't really streaming. I think the errors I was getting was the encoder was overloaded, so I went in and looked at my settings, and I think I may have had a setting or two wrong. So we went ahead and changed them, and hopefully this will be better. I'm not going to do very long. I'm planning on being done about 2:30, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Looks like the oil temperature get up a little bit here. So what are we doing? Yeah. So I'm running the HP Reverb J2 with SteamVR, and so we're Microsoft Flight Simulator Sim Update 5 HotFix 2. For some reason, I have no idea why, but I'm getting like a ton of drop frames. And I don't quite know why that is quite yet. So I'm just trying to discount things. So I just this should really just work. Trying to stream VR, at least for me anyhow, in Microsoft Flight Simulator is, in my opinion, it's way more work than it should be. I don't know why it is, but and it's hit and miss. But I don't know if I've ever seen it good. I just haven't. So, but still keep trying to see if I can figure out what's going on. But right now I'm at a serious loss. Same way as if you move your head, you kind of get like a double vision out of this thing. So don't know why. Also, it's kind of crazy. And why am I trying to do this with SteamVR? Basically because the tools in Windows Mixed Reality don't suit my needs. So that's why. And if I can't make it work, then I just won't stream Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't care how pretty it looks. If the experience for me is not enjoyable, I won't subject myself to it. Just won't. So. Alrighty, I think we're warm enough, so set 2.
Cranfield ground, Cessna November 256 Bravo Golf with Yankee request taxi to the active touch and go.
Cessna November 256 Bravo Golf, taxi to and hold short of runway 21 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 134.9 tree when ready.
Set 1. Set 1.
Taxi to and hold short runway 21 using taxiway Alpha Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Just discouraging. I'm gonna do a pretty quick taxi out here. So as best I can tell, kind of hard to tell, but you got, I'm looking at a Twitch stream that's delayed, but it does look like it's updating way better than it did before, so that's a good thing. So slow it down a little bit here. This is got like an S turn here. Okay. Sure, it ain't looking too bad. I'm just not sure what all the drop frames are about. I'm getting a lot of them. But I'll have to work through it. Alrighty. Set 1. Set 3.
Cranfield Tower Cessna November 256 Bravo Golf at runway 21 ready for departure touch and go.
Cessna November 256 Bravo Golf altimeter 29.907 wind 242 at 17. Left touch and go approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 21.
Set 1.
Cleared for takeoff runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Alrighty. rotate. I'll fix my heading indicator. Okay, 500 feet above the ground. Straighten it up. Oh, turn on downwind. Yeah, it's really hard to look at the stuff I have in the VR cockpit to know whether the stream is smooth or not. It just, I have no reference. So, because what I'm looking at, what I have brought in here is not, it's really delayed, so it's hard to tell. Alrighty, flaps down. Flaps down. I'm a little bit wide. Whoops, too much.
6 Bravo Golf, wind 242 at 17. Clear touch and go left, traffic, runway 21.
Set 1. Flaps down.
Clear touch and go runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So I just hope it's better. I looked at the VOD and it was a disaster, so. So we're at 90 degrees with the runway, and get over here far enough, I'm going to make my turn to final and make sure we start descending. It's right now when I make this turn, I should be 500 feet above the runway. And we got to get rid of that 500 feet before I cross the threshold or thereabouts. Flaps down. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up. So, 500 feet above the ground, make our turn. Trying to let it gain elevation here. I need to get to about 1,400 feet. So I still got full power in, just letting it climb. I had the airspeed a little too fast, so here we go. Oops. So the airspeed was too fast, so it wasn't climbing as quick as it should have been, so. Alrighty, downwind for runway 21. Or, hopefully, we're trying to have level flight right here, so I'm trying for 1,400 feet on the downwind here. Okay, in the white arc, that's the threshold, flaps down. So we're...
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, wind 242 at 17. Clear touch and burlesque traffic, runway 21.
Set 1.
Clear touch and go runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
She's calling it a little before I would. That's fine. Flaps down. Flashlight off. That's really annoying. So we got 2 notches of flaps down. We'll need a final one before we land. I'll pull back power just a little bit here. Trying to get lined up with the runway here. Happy to say I'm too high. Too fast in airspeed. So we're going to make the runway. Flaps down. Happies are happier. Whoops. That was a bounce. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up. And get over here on the center line. To trim the airplane for full power, about 80 knots. So when I climb out of here, I'm at the best climb rate. So you want to gain altitude as quick as you can. So you've already got full power, so it's a matter of pitch and climb. So I pulled back on the yoke a little bit and just moved the trim wheel down just a little bit. Okay, we're at 500 feet. You can hear that airspeed. Like, head and nose down too far. We're coming up on pattern altitude. Pull the power back to 2,000. There's the runway. Go ahead and make our turn for downwind. RPM's around 1900. Should be okay. Square it up here. So if I'm kind of as far away as I'm supposed to be for this runway, then the in this strut here, the runway should be about in the middle. If it's up or down, it means whether you're too close or too far away. So not quite in the middle. Probably a little bit too far away. Okay.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, wind 242 at 17. Clear touch and burlesque traffic, runway 21.
Flaps down. Set 1.
Clear touch and go runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Flaps down. So there's our runway. Probably just a slight bit low, but I'm okay. I'm okay. The airspeed looks pretty good, 70 knots, that's good. So we'll go ahead and turn on final. As I see my airspeed increase, I'm pulling back on the throttle a little bit. Flaps down. We clearly have the runway made. A better approach. I'm doing 70 knots. Runway's dropping out from underneath me a little bit, not a lot. That's okay. Got full flaps. We're certainly going to make this runway. When we come in here, start pulling back on that yoke. Oops. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Back. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up. Up we go. So we're full power, we're climbing out at about 72 knots. So we're climbing at about 600 or 700 feet per minute. 500 feet above the ground. As I see my airspeed start to increase, I pull back on the out just a little bit. There's our runway. Gonna turn on downwind. So we're gonna go to 2,000 RPM. Square up on the downwind here. So 2,000 RPM. We're on downwind for runway 21. We're doing about 80 knots. Started to pick up airspeed a little bit. Not a little too much throttle. So we're looking for that runway threshold there. Flaps down.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, wind 242 at 17. Clear touch and burlesque traffic, runway 21.
Set one.
Clear touch and go runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Flaps down. Have a pretty time of day to go flying. Hand on the throttle. Flaps down. We got both flaps down. Knots across the threshold. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up. Okay. Okay, 500 feet. So whenever I see airspeed like going above 80, I pull up on the yoke a little bit to Hi Iowa, how are you doing? I guess I would say I am struggling. Trying my darndest to SteamVR and Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I've had a fun day. The last stream I did, I must have had some settings wrong in OBS because it was bad. It was really bad. And the first stream I did today, I did about 1.5 touch and goes. I was on base and I had to crash the desktop. In VR, that's a trip. Flaps down.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf with 242 at 17. Clear touch and go left traffic, runway 21.
Yeah, it was fun. All of a sudden the screen's black. Set one.
Clear touch and go runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Flaps down. At least in my opinion, not quite ready for prime time for VR streaming. This is my HP Reverb G2, so I'm getting better frames. I'm getting like, I'm generally above 40 frames, so, but here's the crazy part. I'm getting drop frames like gangbusters. I mean, I'm getting a lot. Kind of like, I don't understand it. The frame time is like always under 30 milliseconds, but just dropping a lot of frames. I don't know what the deal is. Doesn't make any sense. And I am using SteamVR with the HP Reverb G2, so whether that's part of the issue or not quite sure yet. So, come on, speaker. Flaps down. Okay. Approach looks pretty good. Right down the center line. Pulling back on the yoke. Pull back. Pull back. Flaps up. Flaps up. Up we go. Flaps up. Flaps up. Oh, okay. If you're on Oculus, yes. That makes sense. I'm using SteamVR with HP Reverb G2 for the tools that come with it. So that's kind of why it is. And then my other headset is my Vive Pro 2. That's SteamVR native. So nav light, taxi light, landing light. So that's why I'm using SteamVR. And on X-Plane, it's like a non-issue. It's just not an issue. So it's related to this particular simulator. I don't know what the issue is, but that's what it's related to. But I'm of this mindset. If I cannot stream VR, where both the content to the viewer and what I'm seeing in the headset is acceptable to me, then I just won't stream it. It's that simple. So that's kind of where I am. But I mean, any issues, I mean, even like I'm looking at all these drop frames, and but it doesn't affect my ability to land an airplane. That's kind of what I find odd, is that normally if you were dropping that many frames, when I was coming in for landing, it would be stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. And I don't see that in the headset. So that's kind of what's confusing me right now. Flaps down.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, wind 242 at 17. Clear touch and go left, traffic, runway 21.
Set one.
Clear touch and go runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So I'm using Orbix True Earth for Great Britain. So what the plan is here, flaps down. So I'm trying to make the graphical load on my computer about the same. So an X-plane with Orbix True Earth for Great Britain or Microsoft Flight Simulator with its default scenery. I'm kind of thinking the load on my computer should be similar. So I should be looking at similar performance in each sim. So yeah. It always rides along. Not so much use when you're just doing touch and goes, but when I do cross countries, yeah, it's really handy. So I'm a little bit low, so we'll go ahead and turn in here a little bit early. I don't really want to give it too much more power. I think I'm okay. Because actually the pappies are saying I'm too high, so I may just think I'm too low. So we got 2 notches of flaps out. Running about 1800 RPM, so little, I know I'm okay in the airspeed. Okay. Flaps down. Flashlight off. Ooh, there's somebody right on that runway. Definitely a steep approach. Come on. That wasn't good. Flaps up. That was bad. Flaps up. Flaps up. Not sure what I did there. I did something very wrong. Very, very, very wrong. I'm pretty sure seeing the airplane on the runway freaked me out. I'm coming in to land and I'm looking, I'm like, what is that? Oh no, that's an airplane. But I was cleared to land, so I'm good. Yeah, I had way too much airspeed. I was way too high. Alrighty. Yeah, I never do. It's kind of nice now that you can set up a flight plan where you can load the flight plan and it'll actually load you onto a parking spot. That's kind of nice that they finally have that working. So, because that's what I load. There's a flight plan that I'm loading to go to two more different airports, and that's how I start the sim up. Is I load that, and that puts me on a parking spot. So that's kind of nice now. Flaps down. So it isn't like they haven't fixed anything in the sim.
6 Bravo Golf, wind 274 at 10. Clear touch and go left traffic, runway 21.
Set 1.
Cleared for touch and go runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Flaps down. Whoops. Gotta pay a little bit of attention. I got all my flaps in already. I didn't think I did. And we'll be okay. If I do better than last time, we'll be great. Wow. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up. Try one more. If I don't get any better than that, then next one will be a full stop. Do one more touch and go and see if I can fix my problem. Approach looks good, but for some reason I'm carrying too much airspeed. Or the plane certainly feels like I am.
Cessna 6
Flaps
Bravo
down.
Golf, wind 274 at 10. Clear touch and go left traffic, runway 21.
Set 1. Set 1.
Clear touch and go runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Flaps down. Flaps down. Flaps down. I don't get what's going on. Full stop landing up there. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up. Set 1.
Cranfield Tower Cessna November 256 Bravo Golf, 500 feet to land.
Cessna November 256 Bravo Golf, Cranfield Tower. Altimeter 29.94, wind 272 at 10. Make left traffic, runway 21.
Set 1.
Enter left traffic runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Flaps down.
runway 1.
Set 1.
Cleared to land runway 21 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Flaps down. I was watching the windsock when I did my takeoff, and that thing certainly seemed to be doing some dancing. So there may be something going on here with because I was watching my airspeed indicator kind of jumping around, and I kind of wonder if that ain't kind of what's going on. Definitely getting a little low. Move up. Move down. Move down. Flaps down.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf exit. Runway when able.
I'm gonna go find the windsock. I'll get off the runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Turn next taxiway.
Okay, I'll do that. This one right here.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Contact ground on 122.855.
122.855 for Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So let's go look at a windsock. Okay. Doesn't look bad enough. I should not have been able to counter that. But absolutely, the speed of the wind is absolutely changing. So if you got it set up and all of a sudden it goes up and down when you're trying to land, that may cause a little bit of grief. I could just be tired too. one. One other thing I've noticed is some of these taxiway signs, they pop in. So just like the textures that are popping in, taxiway signs do too. Like if you have a taxiway sign that has two, like that one where it's got C and B on it, one part of it will pop in and then set 2, and then the other part will pop in. It's kind of weird.
Request taxi to parking.
Cessna November 256 Bravo Golf, taxi to General Aviation Parking via Taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to General Aviation Parking via Taxiway Alpha Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in VR. I mean, it's to me, it's disappointing. I don't know. Because, you know, parking brake. Avionics off. Nav light. Landing light. Beacon light. Master battery. Master alternator. Magneto's off. Yeah, there's quite a bit they fixed, but there's like so much like that is just not working. And I only fly in VR, so that's the lens I look through it. I look at it through, and it just it's like we do this. VR toolbar? VR toolbar? Hello? VR toolbar? Parking brake? Parking brake? VR toolbar. Well, that's kind of entertaining. Just a minute. Well, the voice command come in, but for some reason it decided it's not going to do that for me. I don't know why. HAC. Maybe because the radio's off. But the anti-aliasing on this has changed pretty dramatically since with Sim Update 5. So, and it seems like it's only in only in VR. The other thing, cockpit. So the other thing that's kind of crazy is you got all these both airports and points of interest. And the other thing is that the in VR, the nameplates are monstrous. They're really easy to read, but they're way bigger than they used to be. So, so that's kind of an issue, also, you know. So, but and the other thing is that yep. So I'm looking right at that symbol for Cranfield, and you see the airport symbol, but you don't see the name tag. If I move my head up, then it shows up. So they're not. So the level of detail isn't consistent with how far away it is. It's whether you're looking at it or not, and that also is kind of not right. The level of detail should be from a 360-degree circle. However far out you want to say the level of detail should be, that's how it should be. And like I said, when I'm taxiing out, the taxiway signs will like pop in. It's kind of like, really? No, that's not right. The other thing that is cockpit. Whoops. Master battery. Flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up. Master battery. The taxiway ribbons, those have shadows. I'm like, I looked at it, and that started with Sim Update 5. I went, they have what? they have shadows. I'm kind of like, okay, why don't we waste resources on showing shadows of basically a taxi aid that isn't there in real life. It should never cast a shadow. I mean, it didn't make no sense when I saw it. I went, you gotta be kidding me. So I have no idea. So, alrighty, I kind of did what I wanted to do, and so how bad did we do? Okay, so we we were in VR for 70 minutes, and I've got 29,800 drop frames. That's kind of crazy. So it'll be interesting to look at the VOD to see how poorly it worked. The first one I did today I deleted it. It was that bad. So hopefully I won't have to do the same, but you never know. So Iowa, thank you so much for dropping by, and you have a great rest of your day. And I'm going to shut the stream down and go get me some snacks. So thank you so much. You have a great day. VR mode?